Chicago comes back here, there are a lot of guys left on that team that you play with. Does that take the luster off any reunion, or is it part about the organization stuff too that gave you a chance?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess I don't think of it that way. Still got a couple good friends on the team, and the training staff and a lot of those guys are still there. But yeah, overall, I think there's still that connection to the organization and the city of Chicago, and I think there always will be. I think Chicago was my home for a long time, and it's days like this that you get to kind of stop for a second and reflect, look back, and I always said there was a lot of years in Chicago that felt like Groundhog's Day, because it's like the same group of guys and same coaching staff and a lot of the same continuity, and so you kind of start to think that things are never going to change, or at least you just assume that that's the way things are with every organization, and but then things change really fast, and here we are. So I've always said too, I'm very thankful for how things went in Chicago. It was definitely a dream, and we had some tougher years at the end of my time there that helped you kind of put things in perspective and make you realize that the success we had is what everyone in the league is going after, and it's a really, really hard thing to do. And I think maybe when it happens early in your career, it's not that you take it for granted, but like I said, you just kind of assume this is normal on some level. But yeah, it's we'll always have a special connection to the people there and the city of Chicago, and so yeah, I'll be excited for this one tonight.
What have you thought of the new team and how they've played this year?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. We've put a bunch of wins together, which is great, and I think there's still a feeling that we got a lot of room for improvement, and I think there's a bunch of new guys, including myself, that have been working hard to find our way and find our place in this room, but also within the system and just how things work here, and we're working hard to try and help this team, and I think we've been talking about finding ways to play a full 60, which I think we're a little bit dissatisfied in that area right now. And but all that being said, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed being back home in Winnipeg here, and it's a great organization and a great group of guys. So it's been a really good time, just kind of slowly finding my way within this group.
What are some of the characteristics that you see from those winning years in Chicago that kind of reflect in this group in Winnipeg?
I think there's just especially here, there's just a level of the guys are pros every day. I'm the last one to show up at the rink, and everyone's in here already getting a workout in, getting ready. They're on the ice, 40 minutes before practice starts. So I'm just trying to keep up. The work ethic is always high here. The guys are really committed to getting better every day, and I think there's a belief in this room. I think you saw what they accomplished last year during the regular season, and maybe just fell a little bit short of their own expectations in the second round. But I think to me it feels like there's a real identity here and a real belief that we have what it takes to go deep into the season, the off season, or the postseason as well. So beyond that, there's just a lot of character, a lot of personality. Guys love being around each other, and like I said, it's been really fun to see that and just be a part of a real competitive NHL group again.
Wouldn't that similarity also be like you guys are 7-3-0 and the coach was kind of grumpy about it? Like you guys have a lot to work on. That probably connects to those teams too.
For sure. And I like that. I like when you win a game, but you didn't play your best, and you're not going to rest on your laurels or kind of ride that roller coaster of emotions when you're high and low. But so I think obviously there's a focus on the process here, and I think that's really important from our coaching staff and our leadership group in the locker room. So it's definitely a good thing.
Jonathan, I know they're a Central Division rival now, but does it warm your heart a little bit to see the Blackhawks on this upward trajectory and a lot of the young talent they have? Just what have you seen from maybe them this year?
Yeah, I mean it is good to see. I think ultimately, the fans in Chicago are incredible, and it's nice to see that they have something to cheer for, and some great young talent that is really getting that United Center rocking again, and so yeah, it's exciting to see, and I think some pretty good young players that are already showing a lot of confidence and some ability out there. So be a good test for us there as well.
What's it like for you guys to see the likes of Adam Lowry now in a regular sweater, Dylan Sandberg, Cole Perfetti on the ice for morning skate, knowing that those three are going to be returning shortly to a team that's off to a pretty good start? Is it like an injection of almost free agents in that sense?
I mean, you're asking a guy who, I just haven't been part of this team for very long, so already I feel like we got a lot of depth and a lot of great pieces up and down our lineup, and I almost forgot that guys like Laus and Sammy and Fetz have been out of the lineup, and then the fact that they're coming in soon just adds so much more to what our group can do. So I'm sure those guys coming in will give us a lot of confidence.
How have you felt in terms of your individual play through the first 9 games?
I think similar. It's been good, but not great. I think at the end of the day, I'm just trying to go out there and play loose, and play with some confidence. And I think sometimes when I think the one thing that's easy to struggle with is you get in the puck area and you get a little jumpy, or get a little anxious sometimes, and make plays a little bit quick, or sometimes you have more time than you think. So to me, it's just really finding my legs and finding my ability to just relax with the puck and just go out there and make some more creative plays and create a little more offense out there.
Now that we're kind of into the grind of the season a bit, is your body and energy and everything holding up as well as you hope?
Yeah, I mean, it's as good as it'll be for a 5th game in 8 nights or whatever it's been, so it is what it is. But yeah, having said that, I'm pretty happy with how I'm recovering after games and getting ready for the next one. I'm sure that's something that's going to continue to improve this year.
Crazy question, John. Are you enjoying this now that you're cramming all these games in? It means you're back into the regular swing of playing in the NHL, and you've been fighting for that for a couple of years. Are you enjoying this grind, this busy schedule right now? Feeling tired, feeling sore?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not supposed to be easy. That's part of it. So that's always been something that's pretty consistent throughout my career. When you're playing a lot of games, it's going to be hard. You got to work at, taking care of yourself on your off days and trying to recover as much as you can. But yeah, it's fun, and I always kind of I didn't like, for a lot of years I felt like our schedule in Chicago is we didn't play a lot of games in October, and I always wish we would just play every other day, like just get into it and get the season going. So I think that's the time of year when you got a lot of energy and you're super excited to play coming out of training camp. And so yeah, kind of get what I wish for now, and so it's been good. Just keep this thing going here.